So, how are we going to stop Brainiac? Hey everyone, welcome to Princess of Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we're here with my adventures with Superman Season 2, Episode 9, the penultimate episode of the season. And yeah, Brainiac has taken over Clark's body. He's kind of trapped in his own mind while seeing visions of, I guess, what could have been, like this perfect Kryptonian life and everything. And I have actually heard that apparently this is a thing from the comics, except it wasn't like technology. It was like some kind of like plant or something, I think. But this was actually a thing from the comics where it would like, put you into this kind of deep trance like sleep where you were shown these visions of a different life or whatever, or a perfect life, or just things to keep your mind preoccupied. But the idea is like you could like break out of it if you started like realizing it's fake, basically. Which I already gathered was probably going to be the case, considering we see that Lois is going in there, so she's probably gonna, get Clark out of there that way. So wasn't really like that much of a spoiler to me because I already figured that. But yeah, I did see that online because people, I guess, had been talking about that specifically from the last episode. Well, among other things, of course, but I've seen that talked about. And I think that's pretty interesting. I think that is pretty interesting to see how they've like kind of modernized and changed up an idea from the comics, which they've done with quite a few things in this series, but just something interesting like that. So, I don't know what else in terms of like the episode is going to happen. I mean, I assume it's just, working to stop Brainiac, Lois trying to free Clark from his mind. I I'm kind of thinking that the way to defeat Brainiac here is just going to be forcing him out of Clark's mind at the moment. I already mentioned last time that I think he probably has another host body he can not necessarily switch to, but it's like once this consciousness fades, the next one will probably awaken in the other body, I assume. Because it's Brainiac. He's got to have, backup plans. So, yeah, there's probably going to be another body. Um, but this one's going to this artificial consciousness is going to be quote unquote defeated. Excuse me. And yeah, I guess then we'll just go back down to Earth. I don't think we're gonna deal with any more of Task Force X really. There might be like a tease at the end of the season for them coming into play again, but yeah, I don't think we're gonna deal with like them as the main villains at the end here. We might have like a little thing maybe just to show they're still active, but that's about it, I feel. We're definitely focusing on Brainiac at this point. We're probably going to go through the entire thing this episode with stopping him. And next episode's just going to be like the aftermath of that, I feel. Plus, it's probably going to be the last episode that has Kara get her Supergirl suit. Because again, we know it's coming. It's used in the advertising of the series or the season. So we know it's coming. So it's probably going to be the last episode. And yeah, it's basically going to end the season with her becoming Supergirl and joining Clark and them on Earth, and Jimmy. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting here. But Excuse me. Who knows? This show has surprised me before. It could definitely surprise me again. Um, we'll see what happens. But let's just get this going and see what this penultimate episode of My Adventures with Superman Season 2 has in store for us. So, thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get to it. Let me cut in here real quick to remind you that we have a lot of awesome content on the channel. A plethora of series reactions every Monday through Friday, with 2 on Friday. We also have movie reactions every Saturday and Sunday, as well as a few Let's Plays on the channel. We alternate days between Horizon Forbidden West and Baldur's Gate 3, and Anno Mutationum is on Saturdays. Please go to the description below and follow the link to this video's reaction. It is redirected for copyright. And don't forget to like and subscribe for all future content on Princess of Gay. Thank you so much. See you all at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. How do they raise the stakes from here? Like, if they're going to raise the stakes for Season 3, which is already confirmed, I believe, what the hell are they going to do? Because unless they bring Brainiac back, like, even if they... The only thing I can think of them doing is, at this point, lowering the stakes and just having, like, a more, like, Earth problem. Like, more with Task Force X and Luthor and all. But it's like, where do you go from Brainiac? It just feels like the stakes are so huge here, especially with Brainiac, like, his weapon here basically meaning the extinction of the Earth if it successfully goes off. And this episode ended off with what basically amounts to, like, a hopeless situation. Kara and Clark have been taken down with kryptonite, thanks to Brainiac hacking the Metallos, who are now also turning on Task Force X. It's just like, shit, man. How is the day going to be saved? Is Lois going to do something? Is Jimmy going to do something? Monsieur Mallah and the Brain escaped before. Will they come back? I'm just genuinely curious as to how this is all going to go down. But Clark has been saved thanks to Lois. I love the idea of Lois, like, having the powers, the Superman-like powers inside the simulation. That is so good. I really love the Black Mercy stuff in general. It's like, it was just such a great idea. Again, I think in the comics, let me see if I can look this up. I think it's like a plant. Let me see. DC Black Mercy. Yes, it's a plant that creates a dream of a person's perfect life by tapping into the pleasure centers of their mind. Okay. And here, instead of being a plant, it's tech. It's Brainiac tech, which works because it still does the same thing. It has the same kind of effect. But it's just, you know, technological instead of bio. You know. So, biological. I really like how it was executed here. And it's like, this is something I didn't know about, like, prior to this. It's like, I only found out about the Black Mercy through, like, TikToks and stuff. So it's not, I don't have, like, any connection to it, but I still think it's just a great idea and a great way to adapt something from the comics in a new way. Plus, it's just, like, it fits with Brainiac really well. I also love just how everything's been going, and I love the intervention of the Daily Planet, saving Jimmy and Kara. That was fantastic. I love the stakes of this because it feels so huge. Like season one was great and had good stakes to it, but this one, it's like they ramped it up so many levels here. Season two is just like on a completely different level, and I've already said that I have the same thoughts regarding it in terms of just its general quality. Season two is so drastically better than season one, and season one was great. I loved season one. But this season is just insanely better in every way. Um, and not just because of Kara, who I do love as a character. She's amazing. And this is just like my favorite version of her. But it's just like everything is just so damn well done. The story, the characters, the threat, just the writing and pacing of everything. Like, this is impressive. I am really into this. Um, and I'm just excited to see where it goes from here. Because we only have one episode left in this season. We, again, I believe have season 3 confirmed already. And it's doing extremely well. Like, it's being received extremely well. This series has, like, a lot of fanfare. And rightly so. It's gonna get crazy next episode. But I'm, like, all ready for it. Because we've got to at least temporarily stop Task Force X. Because they're just being nuisances. We've got to stop Brainiac. Like, Kara's got to take up the mantle of Supergirl. It's like there's a lot of shit going down. It's so good. It's so goddamn good. I'm really sad that we're pretty much at the end of the season. But it's been such a great ride. I can't even be upset. I can't even be like genuinely angry or anything. Um, for now though, for now, I'm just I'm just like really hyped over this series, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Tell me what you thought of Lois breaking the simulation, of Kara and Clark turning against Brainiac, of Task Force X being, nuisances. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know these afterthoughts haven't been very long, but, I have said pretty much all I had to say here. Real quick. I do like Superman's new suit. I feel like it's pretty different from the old one and pretty different from a lot of Superman suits. Like, it doesn't have the red trunks and stuff. But it's like, I still like it. I still really like it. Can't wait to see the Supergirl suit, though. I'm excited for that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.